Thanks a lot, Andy. Well, troublemaker emotions, that is what we are talking about this morning with Dr. Bradley Nelson, who is the author of The Emotion Code. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Tanya.
So when are emotions troublesome for people?
Well, the reality is the emotions that we experience can have physical effects on us. In fact, new studies are finding that the same areas of the brain light up when you're being stabbed with a knife as when you're feeling emotional pain, which is very interesting.
Wow, that is interesting.
And it goes even deeper than that. What we have found is that the emotions that we experience are actually energies that can become lodged in the body, and we call those trapped emotions. And the warning signs are very significant. And if we take a look at this, you can see that if you have physical pain or disease, if you've got anxiety, if you're suffering from depression, if you can't find love, if you're struggling to feel positive or happy, if you find that it's hard to put the past behind you, if you sabotage your relationships or your success, or if you feel numb to emotions or disconnected, or if you overreact or cry frequently, those are warning signs that you have these.
So how can it affect your happiness in addition to your health?
Well, what happens to us is that, let's say, for example, you go through some intense emotion, like let's say you go through a breakup, and you've got emotions now that are in your body of depression and loss and so on and grief. What happens is that affects you in future relationships and will make it more difficult for you to actually find love and fall in love again and so on. But you can get rid of these. Okay,
so give us some tips for turning this around.
Okay. Well, one of the most important things that you can do is when an emotion happens to you, in other words, when you are, when something happens and you feel that emotion welling up, anger, resentment, whatever it is, you need to take 5 deep breaths, okay, and allow that emotion to leave your body. And at that point, you need to realize that you're really in control. You see, our emotions are not in control of us. We choose our emotions in all circumstances, and there are just as many positive emotions as there are negative ones. The natural thing that happens to us is these emotions just seem to occur, and they seem to generally be negative. The positive emotions take a little more effort, but one of the emotions that I like when something bad happens to me, I like to choose curiosity. If one of my kids does something dumb, I think to myself, I'm curious, how long is he going to continue doing this? Things like that.
Yeah, I think this is something that everybody identifies with, and I know you have a seminar coming up this weekend. Tell us about that.
Yes, that's at the Salt Palace. That's going to be tomorrow. And the Emotion Code is the book that I wrote and the name of the seminar. And the first hour of the seminar is free to the public, so people can come and find out how to get rid of their own emotional baggage, which is so important to do.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. And we have posted more information about that seminar on KSL.com, so you can go there and find out more information.